Okay, David, it's all yours.
Well, it's that time of year again when I get to trot out all my seasonal stuff. So this one is a Christmas carol. It's one of the very few songs where I actually wrote the words myself, mostly. And the origin is kind of unusual because I heard this tune. It's an Irish Christmas carol, and the Irish title translates as That Night in Bethlehem. So I heard the tune of this song, just the tune, is played as an instrumental on a recording of Nafili, Irish group. And I loved the tune so much, I decided I had to sing it, but I had no words at all. I didn't even know the Irish words, which I found out about later. So I wrote my own words for it, mostly. So this is an English text for an Irish carol, That Night in Bethlehem. It was cold and dark, stars shone in the skies. All nature seemed to wait for one small baby's cry. The light shone up above, the King of Light came down, and in a manger lay in the small silent town. The King of Light came down, he left his glorious throne to be called the Son of Man, and for our sins atone. He died that we might live in joy that never ends. Greater love hath none, who gives his life for friends. The baby on the straw, how small and meek he lies. His parents close beside, they watch with tender eyes. The hope of all the world, they hold him in their hands. Such love as they showed him, like love from us demands. While shepherds watch their flocks, all seated on the ground, the angel of the Lord came down, and glory shone around. Glad tidings of great joy the angel brought to them. Christ the Lord was born that night in Bethlehem.
Good job, David. Good job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right,
Well, that's
Magnifico,
work
magnifico.
for that.
all right. That was a good kickoff for the. Now it doesn't have to be all seasonal or all Irish, but you can be both and or none. So there we go. And moving on to Terry is up next. So
Okay, let's see if
I
I can
shall
get
mute everybody. Okay, it's all yours. Terry, you're a mutant.
Well, as I was saying into the dead microphone, I hope you put up with my constant banjo tuning and my repetition of songs. I have one new song for this week, but this is not it. I'll save it for a little later. I should have practiced it. Oh well. Oh, one morning in the month of May, as from my cot I strayed, was at the dawning of the day I met with the charming maid. Was at the dawning of the day I met with the charming maid. Good morning to you, whither said I, good morning to you now. The maid replied, kind sir, she cried, I've lost me spotted cow. The maid replied, kind sir, she cried, I've lost my spotted cow. I no longer weep, no longer mourn, your cow's not lost me, dear. Oh, I saw her down in yonder grove, come loving to show you where. Oh, I saw her down in yonder grove, come loving to show you where. I must confess you're very kind. I thank you, sir, said she. We will be sure there to find. Come, sweetheart, come with me. I will be sure you're there to find. Come, sweetheart, come with me. Let's see if this works down. No, it didn't work any better than the first time. Well, I'm going to work on that before I try to play it again. We'll just stick to the harmonica. On in the grove they spent the day. They thought it passed too soon. At night they homely went their way while brightly shone the moon. At night they homeward bent their way while brightly shone the moon. And if he should cross the flowery dale and go to view the plow, she comes and calls him, gentle swain, I've lost me spotted cow. She comes and calls him, gentle swain, I've lost me spotted cow. Some weeks I just don't have the time to practice well enough. So
you know, some hit and some miss.
yeah.
You know, I'm reminded of my days when I used to be
Some cow.
It's in there.
when I used to be a runner. People would ask me, "Do I stretch before I run?" I go, "That's what the first half mile is for." So don't worry about practicing. That's what the first verse is for. So.
In my case, that's what the first half a block is for.
Okay. moving along, we will move to Mr. Herndon. So, who's just missing a cap and he be Santa, but we'll turn it over to him. So
It's
we're muting everybody here.
it's over on the other side of the room.
Okay, I'm muting. There we go. There we go. Need to unmute.
Yes. Well, the drop behind me sets this one up. I call this Events of the Shortest Day, and I was, just for you, Mary Jane, I was telling them that I gave myself 10 minutes to write a poem, and I wrote this in 8. So here we go. Stars making their circles around the Polaris beacon, shining through the thin skies of night that I'm seeking. Icy points of light so very white give the semblance of points of fingers of the gods of old without pain in their joints. I stand up slowly with a smile to see, working up my courage for some event who knows what forests I'll start to forage. Before the sun rises this day, I'll shake off the night's blur. I'll turn things around before they even occur. What things are these, you may ask? Before you've even finished speaking, I give you what you wanted, while your face is freaking. All things must pass, my friend, for this is the day most brief. Bursting above the horizon is our sun, not a thief. Posting lookouts fore and aft, wily ones whose eyes do dart, I come to you with honest face and give to you my very heart.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. What wasn't a bit of cynicism or snark in there at all? Like, wow.
I know that's
you
reserved. That's reserved for you guys.
That was beautiful. Thank you very much.
Sure.
All right, Mary Jane, you're up. I'm gonna mute everybody. Here we go.
Everybody but me muted. Terry's not muted.
I know I'm having a problem with my thumb.
You're not muted. Okay. Yeah, this song is an Irish song, and it's called Arthur Mcbride and the Sergeant. And I didn't really, when I first learned it, I didn't really consider it a Christmas song, but after I sang it, somebody said, that's a Christmas song. So I decided I'd sing it again at Christmas. So here it is. And I'm glad there's not any other women here, because I think the gentle sex might be offended by this song, possibly some of the present men also. So I apologize in advance. Whoops, it does have, I think, some sort of kazoo break. Oh, me and me cousin, one Arthur Mcbride, as we went a-walking down by the seaside. Now mark what followed and what did betide, for it being on Christmas morning. Out for recreation we went on a tramp, and we met Sergeant Dipper and Corporal Cramp, and a little wee drummer who roused up the camp with his rowdy dow-dow in the morning. Good morning, the sergeant did cry, and the same to you, gentlemen, we did reply, intending no harm, but meant to pass by, for it being on Christmas morning. But says he, my fine fellows, if you will enlist, it's 10 guineas in gold I will slip in your fist, and crown in the morning to kick up the dust, and drink the king's health in the morning. For a soldier he leads a very fine and he always is blessed with a charming young wife, and he pays all his debts without sorrow or strife, and always lives pleasant and charming. And a soldier, he always is decent and clean, and the finest of clothing he's constantly seen, while other poor fellows go dirty and mean, and sup on thin gruel in the morning. But says Arthur, I wouldn't be proud of your clothes, for you've only the lend of them, as I suppose, or you dare not change them one night, for you know, if you do, you'll be flogged in the morning. And although that we both are single and free, we take great delight in our own company, and we have no desire for strange faces to see, although that your offers are charming. And we have no desire to take your advance, all hazards and dangers we barter on chance, and you would have no scruples to send us to France, where we would get shot without warning. Oh, now, said the sergeant, I'll have no such chat, and neither will take it from spalpeen nor brat, for if you insult me with one other word, I'll cut off your heads in the morning. Then Arthur and I, we took on the odds, and we scarce gave them time for to draw their own blades, when a trusty shillelagh came over their heads, and bade them take that as fair warning. And their rusty old rapers that hung by their side, we flung them as far as we could in the tide, and the devil go with you, cried Arthur Mcbride, for spoiling our walk in the morning. And the little wee drummer, we flattened his pal, and we made a football of his rowdy dow-dow, and threw it in the tide for the rockin' to roll, and bade it a tedious returning. And we, having no money, paid them in cracks, and we paid no respect to their two bloody backs, and we lathered them there like a pair of wet sacks, and left them for dead in the morning. And so to conclude and to finish disputes, we obligingly asked if they wanted recruits, for we were the lads who would give them loud clouts, and bid them look sharp in the morning. Oh, me and me cousin one Arthur Mcbride, as we went a-walking down by the seaside. Now mark what followed and what did betide, for it being on Christmas morning.
Yay! That's a Christmas song.
Very true Christmas song. Yeah.
Was that
It's a Christmas Day song, no less.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the British Army was pretty aggressive about recruiting in the 18th and 19th centuries, weren't they?
They were.
Yeah, well, it sounds like they were if they do it on Christmas morning.
They bought you a drink. They bought you a drink, gave you a shilling, and shipped you off to France. Yeah, Napoleonic Wars and all that stuff. Hey, that's great. Great song. Thank you very much.
I put this hat on just for you.
That's very nice. It's Christmas time though.
Seasonal festivity here.
All right. Well, I'm up next, so I'm gonna shut you all. I'm gonna go mute everybody. So there we go. There we go. Boom. All right. This isn't seasonal, but it is Irish. This is a song I first heard in Hong Kong, sung by an Irish Catholic priest who sang all the best love songs in this Irish band. It's Gentle Annie by Tommy Makem. There's even a traditional song from the early 1800s called Gentle Annie. That's not this song. This is a different one. Tommy Makem's song. Fair and lovely Annie, your gentle ways have won me. You bring peace and joy and laughter everywhere. Where you go, the sunshine follows. You're the breath of spring in winter. You're my heart and soul are always in my care. Gentle Annie, gentle Annie, my heart and soul are always in your care. When you touch me with your fingers, my cares and worries vanish, like the morning dew before the rising sun. When your eyes tell me you love me, then my soul is filled with wonder. My love for you will live when life is done. Gentle Annie, gentle Annie, my love for you will live when life is done. You're a flower among the flowers, a bird's song in the morning. You're the laughter of the children at their play. You're my hope, my joy, my wisdom. You're my reason just for living. You're my treasure, you're my very night and day. Gentle Annie, gentle Annie, you're my treasure, you're my very night and day. When the mountains all have tumbled and the earth has stopped its turning, when the winds don't blow and the stars refuse to shine, when the moon has left the heavens and the seven seas are empty, I will still have gentle Annie on my mind. Gentle Annie, gentle Annie, I will still have gentle Annie on my mind. Gentle Annie, gentle Annie. I will still have gentle Annie on my mind. That was right. Tommy, they don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
about the Clancy brothers? Are they still around?
I think they're all gone now. I think they're all dead. All
Maybe
dead,
Tommy's gone. I don't know.
Including Tom. Yeah.
including Tommy.
Well,
And
I really
Liam's
liked
gone.
them back in the '60s.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, me too. Me too.
they're wonderful. They could sell a song. All right, back to the top, the tippy top, and it's back to David. So just mute yourselves, people. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I'm going to
Tired
have
of
to
it.
slip out for a little bit, but I will be back.
Okay. It's too late to practice now, Terry.
Really? Oh, shoot.
Terry, I should have practiced that before Sorrel. Anyway, this is a thing I have of seasonal song that nobody does and that I really like. So you don't hear these on Muzak by any means. And one of the categories that I really am fond of is the Wassel. And the Wassel is very misunderstood. First of all, it has to do with drinking. It's a toast to your health. Wassail. Second of all, it's sort of like adult trick-or-treating. It's not about kids. It's about working men going around to the houses of the well-to-do and demanding a little something for Christmas. Money, food, booze. With the implied message that it doesn't go well for those that don't share. And this is one of my favorites in that genre. It's called Gower Wassel. I guess it's from the Gower Peninsula in Wales. And it's got a great chorus. If y'all feel like singing along, it's fun. A wassail all over the town. Our cup it is white and our ale it is brown. Our wassail is made of the good ale and true. Some nutmeg and ginger, the best we could brew. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to rely-do. Our wassail is made of the elderberry bough, and so, my good neighbor, will drink unto thou. Beside all on earth you'll have apples in store. Pray let us come in, for it's cold by the door. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to rely-do. We hope that your apple trees prosper and bear, so that we may have cider when we come next year. And where you had one barrel, we hope you'll have 10, so that we may have cider when we come again. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to rely-do. There's a master and a mistress sitting down by the fire, while we poor wassail boys all trudge through the mire. Come now, pretty maid, with your silver-headed pin, open the door and let us come in. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee, fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to-lil-I-do. We know by the moon that we are not too soon, and we know by the stars that we are not too far. We know by the sign that we are not too far, and we know by the ground that we are within sound. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee, fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to-ril-I-do. We know by the moon that we are not too soon, and we know by the sky that we are not too high. We know by the stars that we are not too far, and we know by the ground that we are within sound. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee, fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to-ril-I-do. Here's us poor wassail boys getting weary and cold. Drop a little small silver into our old bowl, and if we survive to another new year, perhaps we may call and see who do live here. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee, fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to-ril-I-do. Merry Christmas.
That was a great wassail song.
What's
Thank
say
you.
all about Alfie?
Yes, yes.
Now that was a great tradition of cider, as the prayer for the cider apples to grow next year. Because that was your booze, and that was your food, and that was lots of stuff. So, all right, Terry is still tuning his banjo in the back room there. So we will move on to Rick. Rick, take it away. Everyone mute. There we go.
Okie doke. There's Mary Jane still heading. Okay, well, I'm going to read a couple of short ones here that seem to be of the season, even though I'm not sure I wrote them for this season. The first one is Light Turns to Dark. I was asleep one morning and my clock radio, otherwise known as my Alexandria device, I can't say her name or she would speak up and get into my business here, and I don't want that. It came on with KUTX, and there was this person group that I've never heard of called Dr. Dog. And there was this quote. It just kind of fell into my ear and fell into my brain and stirred around for a while. And I had to go look it up. So I looked it up and then I wrote this poem about it. And the quote is, "With the sun in my eyes, I step into the night like a mystery in the dark. Oh, it's just another kind of light." So one day my light turns to dark when nothing will do but go to the park and sit in the stands. Every day will sift through the threads that tie me to the world so tight, which keeps me from jumping on beds and closing my eyes to the sight. All of my images I keep inside my head throw shadows that make up my dreams. Will stop the moment I'm dead and put my poems right now on reams. One day my light turns to dark when nothing will do but go to the park and sit in the stands. So that's that one. And then the other one, I shrank it down. Hang on, let's see if I can get it back here. Oh no. No, where did the poem go? Well, that's pretty funny. Let's see if I can get it here. Ah, yeah, here's the way. It's called The Stars, and it was written about a month before the other one. Strewing stars from unclasped hands leads my eyes to whirls of galaxies. When will I ever be through creating, I ask? No one cares on city streets full of taxis. How can I begin to grasp the reason I do this? When will my life get back to something like normal? There's no answer in the street besides swirls of dust. And though I want something to come, it's informal. Will they have tiny points like those on my childhood Christmas tree? Can it be said there would be 5 or 6 or 500 of them? Only I can answer what will happen inside this head of mine, blasting out solar systems like digital cities from Sim. Concussion is what they said I had when at last I came to. I was struck by the trailer of a failing 18-wheeler sliding off the main thoroughfare of my fair city like cards from a penny ante poker table dealer. No radio astronomers noticed when the stars began to shine through what were once only clouds of far-flung gas. There are so many stars in the universe's fields that I could literally say to myself, this too shall pass. So that's 2 poems that involve this too shall pass. I didn't realize that it happened. Okay, that's it.
Good show. Got the lights show behind you too there, so.
Yep. Part of the deal. Free.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. All right, Mary Jane, take it away.
Okay. I'm going to do the Friendly Beasts, and the music dates back to the 12th century, and the words are anonymous, at least as far as I know. And so I don't know if it has Irish origins or not, but at least it is a Christmas song. So maybe with its age and emphasis on animals, we can sort of think of it as Irish. Anyway, the Friendly Beasts. Jesus, our brother, kind and good, was humbly born in a stable rude, and the friendly beasts around him stood. Jesus, our brother, kind and good. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother up hill and down. I carried her safely to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown. I said the cow, all white and red, I gave him my manger for his bed. I gave him my hay to pillow his head. I said the cow, all white and red. I said the sheep with the curly horn, I gave him my wool for his blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with the curly horn. I said the dove from the rafters high. I cooed him to sleep that he should not cry. We cooed him to sleep, my maid and I said the dove from the rafters high. Thus every beast by some good spell in the stable dark was glad to tell of the gift he gave Emmanuel. The gift he gave Emmanuel.
Hey, that was lovely. What's the background to that song? I've heard you do it before, but you're about the only person I've heard do that song.
Yeah, well, Joanna and Larry know it, but we never really discussed where it came from. I just found out that it was music from the 12th century, and so I thought, well, that's so old that surely the Irish might have got a hold of it at some point since it's been around so long. And then the words on my source just said it was anonymous, like,
That's very
but
nice. Nice song. Yeah, I just haven't heard it outside this circle, which is part of the reason we do the circle. You learn stuff, so
yeah, well, I really always liked it, you know,
cool.
the first time I ever heard it, and it's easy to play too.
Excellent. All right, well, I see Lynn has joined us, so welcome, Lynn. You're muted, so.
Evening. I'm just going to finish eating my supper and then
Fine.
I'll come and join you. I love the Santa hat. Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, Rick's working
Okay.
overtime, so there we go.
I'll be listening for the next couple of minutes.
Okay, excellent. We'll see you later. Okay, it is I. So I'm gonna. Everyone's muted, so because I'm gonna do a little whistle playing and then a little singing. Sometimes people get hold of a song that's not their song, but they make it their song. You know, like Whitney Houston took Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You" and kind of made it her song. This is a song that Finbar Fury took from Tom Paxton and made it his. It's called "I Will Love You," and I will attempt to play my whistle with a thumb pick on, which is a little tricky, but we'll give it a go. Finbar Fury was also an all-Irish champion whistle player, as well as several other things on the musical front. But here it goes. Every time I hear a sweet bird singing, I think of you and I, my love, I think of you and I. And when I hear the evening bells are ringing, I hang my head and cry, my love. I hang my head and cry. I will love you. I will love you when we are gone, I will love you, I will love you. When we are gone, and every time I hear a soft voice humming, my heart jumps in my breast, my love, my heart jumps in my breast. And until I hear your footsteps coming, my heart can know no rest, my love, my heart can know no rest. I will love you, I will love you. When we are gone, I will love you, I will love you. When we are gone. I will love you, I will love you. When we are gone, I will love you, I will love you. When we are gone, I will love you, I will love you. When we are gone. Lynn, are you ready?
It can be. Thank
Okay.
you.
Then the floor's all yours.
Thank you so much. So I was recently singing a version actually with a friend of an Irish version of the song that you'll maybe know as Shularoon, and which I mainly sing in English. It's a macaronic song, and discovered another verse or two. So I might have sung it for you before, but I'm going to sing it now with another verse that mentions Christmas, which I thought might be suitable for this Christmas night. Although it's not a particularly cheerful song, but it does mention Christmas. Okay. Ardich One. It's an Irish song. Oh, 'tis I would be in Ardich where the mountains sink away, and 'tis I would let the Sundays go in the cuckoo glen above the bay. Agus och holy go, agus Leando is on the quiet land of Erin. It is many a Christmas day I had in cushion that while still a lad, playing hurley on the white shore strand, with my good Shirley in my hand. Agus och holy go, agus Leando is on the quiet land of My heart is weary all alone, and it sends a lonely cry to the land that sings beyond my dreams. And the lonely Sundays pass me by. Agus och éir óla go, agus líondó is on the quiet land of Erin. I would rather back the twisted years in the bitter wasted winds, if the God above would let me lie in a quiet place above the winds. Agus och éir óla go, agus líondó is on the quiet land of Erin. Agus och éir óla go, agus líondó is on the quiet land of Erin. Sinead.
Lovely. Nice. Well, thank you for that. And going around to the top again, it is David. Oh, did I miss you, Rick? I don't think so. You are after David. David, take it away.
Right. Well, here's another one of my favorite Christmas-themed pieces, and it's called "The Holly Bears a Berry." And it's also got a great chorus if you'd like to sing along. She bears a berry as green as the grass, and Mary she bore Jesus who died on the cross, and Mary she bore Jesus our Savior for to be, and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly, 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 and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly. Oh, the holly, she bears a berry as white as the snow, and Oh, the holly, she bears a berry as white as the milk, and Mary, she bore Jesus all wrapped up in silk, and Mary, she bore Jesus, our Savior for to be, and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly, 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 and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly. Oh, the holly, she bears a berry as black as the coal, and Mary, she bore Jesus who died for us all, and Mary, she bore Jesus, our Savior for to be, and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly, 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 and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly. Oh, the holly, she bears a berry, as blood it is red, and we trust in our Savior, who rose from the dead, and Mary, she bore Jesus, our Savior for to be, and the first tree that's in the greenwood, it was the holly, 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 and the first that's in the greenwood, it was the holly.
Lovely, well done. Super.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, Rick seems to have a young lady with him right now, so I don't know if he's got time to do his next gig, but we take the chances and turn it over to him. Take it away, Rick.
Sure, why not? I was just going to show you folks, in case you didn't know her, Annie Benjamin, who's a real good friend from up in the Dallas area who plays flute, guitar, sings. She's just an amazing person. And I try to listen to her every Sunday night. She puts on a show every Sunday night for anybody who wants to come around and listen. This one is my favorite of hers. It's called Life's Blessings, and I wish I could sing it for you, but I can't, so I'll just read it for you. How's that? Well, you know that life brings changes, and sometimes those changes come along when the timing ain't right. But if you paid attention to your lessons, then you'll know that everything's going to be all right. Don't forget life's blessings. Keep love in your heart. Sometimes that old road you're traveling goes on and on and on for miles, and even the strongest souls can go astray. But if you'll keep your eyes towards something better, you'll know that your friends won't be far away. Don't forget life's blessings. Keep love in your heart. And just when you think you've seen the darkest hours ever known, just you remember that those shadows would not exist without the sun. Don't forget life's blessings. Keep love in your heart.
Thank you, man. When did you write that one? Or did
I know, I said Annie Benjamin wrote
she
it.
wrote it?
It's my favorite song of hers. I wish I could sing it like she does, but I'll have to, read it instead.
That's okay. That's very nice.
You did a great job of reading it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Santa.
Oh,
All right.
sure. Ho, 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 ho!
There you go. That's more like it.
Ooh.
Mary Jane, you are up.
I'm up. Okay.
Lynn's typing.
Well, I'm going to do a conventional Christmas song, but it's popular with pagans and apparently is an old Welsh air. So that might give it a bit more respectability for a Celtic music session. It's called Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly. You probably all know it. It's one of the most well-known Christmas songs we've got. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Roll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, la 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 la.
thing about that song is it's the only Christmas carol I know that mentions neither Christmas nor Jesus nor anything else of a Christian significance.
Yeah, that's
You know
why it's
You know the
popular with
folk song.
pagans.
You know the song that follows that, don't you? I
Check
will
up.
follow you.
Oh, that's a falafel song or something. Anyway,
It's pretty fallow.
that song is also features in the cult hit in the United States called a Christmas Story. Is it a Christmas Story where the boy wants the gun
Yeah, the
and
BB
he
gun.
takes out and the Christmas dinner is ruined, so they go to a Chinese restaurant and
Yes,
all
that
the
one.
Chinese kitchen staff sing that song. So it has many manifestations. So well done you. All right, it is now so I will pick up my ukulele and give it a go. This isn't Christmas, but it's Irish. Now, David, remind me, do you remember the name of the tall, old Irish lady with the white hair that came to our sessions um, about a couple of years ago? This was the song she taught us. I cannot remember her name.
Susan? Sharon?
Is this Sharon or Sarah or anyway? Something to think about. But anyway, she taught us this song. It's an old standard. It's called the Galway Shawl. Here we go. Here we go. At Moore in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome. Her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewel, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulder was the Irish shawl, Galway shawl. We kept on walking, she kept on talking, till her father's cottage he came into view. She said, "Come in, sir," and meet my father, and play to please him the foggy Jew. She sat me down beneath the hearthstone. I could see her father, he was 6 feet tall, and soon her mother had the kettle singing, and all I could think of was the Galway Shawl. She wore no jewel, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it. All I could think of was the Galway Shawl. So I played the blackbird, the stack of barley, her rotten its glory, and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and tears welled in her eyes of blue. 'Twas early, all in the morning, I hit the road for old Donegal. She said, "Goodbye, sir." She cried and kissed me, but my heart remains with the Galway Shawl. She wore no jewel, no costly diamond, no paint, no powder, no none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulder was the Galway Shawl. She wore no jewel, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was the Galway Shawl. All right. Something like that, anyway.
I've always wanted to learn that. Thanks for singing it.
It was lovely, Stuart. One of my favorites. I haven't learned it. I haven't learned it, but I do love to hear it.
Well, thank you, thank you. All right, now it's Lynn. You are up.
I'll mute myself. I'm really sorry. I'm very fidgety. I'll put something in the chat in a minute. This evening, I'm not doing tremendously well. Anyway, I'm going to sing the Boar's Head Carol. So you've sung a few of these really traditional carols this evening, and this is another of them. Boar's Head Carol, and which I think I have a couple of extra verses for as well. The boar's head and Mcbride, bedecked with bay and rosemary. So I pray you, my masters, be merry. Quod estes in convivio, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino. Caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino. The boar's head, as I understand, is the rarest dish in all the land, which thus bedecked with a gay garland, let us severi cantico, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino. Be glad, ye lords, most more and less, to cheer you all this Christmas, for this has ordained that our steward, caput apri cum sine pe, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino. Our steward hath provided this in honor of the King of Bliss, which on this day to be served is in reginensi atrio, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino. The boar's head, I dare well say, anon after the 11th day, he takes his leave and he goes away, exhibitum de patria, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino, caput apri defero, redens laudes Domino. Thank you. Thank you. What was it?
Yay! 2 macaronic songs in a row. Yay!
That's true, but in different languages.
That's right.
Yeah, I like the Latin in there.
Yes, I'm afraid I did stumble over it very slightly, but there we go. I was never really good at Latin.
Wow, that sounded great though. And we have the return of Terry. So Davey's up next, and then Terry. But so David, take it away. We're at the top of the hour, top of the table again.
Well, because Mary Jane did Deck the Halls, of course, that means that we have to sing Deck Us All with Boston Charlie, which is a parody of the song by the wonderful cartoonist Walt Kelly. So there's your Irish connection right there. And of course, Walt Kelly created the immortal cartoon character of Pogo Possum. There he is. If you can see him, Pogo, there. And it was in his comic strip that he introduced this wonderful version of Deck the Halls, which is Deck Us All with Boston Charlie. Deck us all with Boston Charlie, Walla Walla Wash and Kalamazoo. Norris freezing on the trolley, Swaller Dollar Cauliflower Allegaroo. Don't we know archaic barrel, Lullaby Lullaboy Louisville Lou. Trolley Molly don't love Harold, Boola Boola Pensacola Hullabaloo. Yay, it's Christmas.
Yes, I'm a member of the Facebook group that messes with that every day. I'll go possum.
We and Perlu Society.
You can do another one if you want to, David, because that was pretty short. So.
All right, then. Well, this is a Christmas song from the Shetland Islands. And the legend is that it was composed by a lame fiddler named Friedemann Stickel. And he composed it on the way to the owner of the croft because the rental on his croft was that he would come to the laird's house on Christmas morning and play him a tune every year. And he composed this song, this tune on the way, as said. It's called Christmas Day in the Morning, and you can sort of hear his limp in it. Christmas Day in the Morning.
That's good rent. That is good rent. Oh,
Holly Molly don't love Harold.
good alternative to money. Music. There you go. All
That
right.
was lovely. Lovely tune.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Terry, it's you're up.
Okay. I'm sorry you're having such a hard time, Lynn. Makes you want to go back to Mako, I imagine. I didn't practice enough while I was off camera there. Well, I don't know if I've done this recently or not.
I think that's beginning to be a refrain, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, that's the right key. This Sir Walter Scott produced a poem called about Lord Claverhouse, a great Scottish hero, and it picked up a traditional tune for it and called it Follow the Bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. And honestly, I don't know, these Scottish war songs and all, forgive me, but I find them a little tedious. And apparently so did Lewis Carroll, who lampooned this the Bonnets of Bonnie Dundee pretty much in Alice Through the Looking Glass, and produced a different set of lyrics for the tune. And they go like this. I'm going to do a couple of verses from the original so you'll know what Lewis Carroll was making fun of. To the Lords of Convention, Lord Claverhouse spoke. Ere the king's crown go down, there are crowns to be broke. So each cavalier who loves honor and me, let him follow the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, saddle my horses and call out my men. Oh, for the Westport and let us gae free, for it's follow the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. And so here's Through the Looking Glass we go. To the looking glass world, it was Alice that said, I've a scepter in hand, I've a crown on my head. Let the looking glass creatures, wherever they be, come and dine with the Red Queen, the White Queen, and me. So fill up your glasses with as quick as you can, and sprinkle the table with buttons and bran. Put cats in the coffee and mice in the tea, and welcome Queen Alice with 30 times 3. Oh, looking glass creatures, quote Alice, draw near. It's an honor to see me, a favor to hear. 'Tis a privilege high to have dinner and tea along with the Red Queen, the White Queen, and me. Then fill up your glasses with treacle and ink, or anything else that is pleasant to drink. Mix sand in the cider and wool in the tea, in the wine. And welcome Queen Alice with 90 times 9.
Yay!
Well done.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
That was
This is
different.
a book after Alice, as a past pawn, has become a queen herself.
Yes.
Context it all.
That's right.
All right. It is Rick. Take it away, sir.
Okay, well, I'll have to set this one up. If you notice in the background, there's some sun rays coming down with obvious dust motes or smoke or something like that, causing you to be able to see them. And this is autobiographical in the extreme, because my cousin and I used to enjoy going to my dad's parents' barn and kicking around in the maize bin. And it had little holes in it, so in the afternoon the sunlight would come through like these 4 beams here. When you would kick the maize, the dust coming up would make wonderful sparkly motes floating about. And also the pigs lived right outside of there, so that's the part of it that you hear about that. And when I spent time with my grandparents, those particular grandparents were definite farmers. The only running water around the house was in the yard. You could turn a faucet on and get some running water out there. And they had a windmill and a tank, and at the bottom of the tank was a faucet about 15 feet off the ground, and a long stick and a concrete pad and some tarp around it. So that's in the summertime where you would take a shower. You would reach the stick up and bang the faucet on, and whew, ice cold water would hit you on the top of the head. So with that set up, Here we go. The poem is called See, as in look. Hot, dark barn smelling of pigs. Maize dust floats lazy on a sunbeam. Part of me steals away to a time when taking the next breath was suspect. Suspect in the conflict between now and then. Saxophone melody wailing out of the same afternoon. Time alone stands outside this debate, its face fallen like a limpid clock, ajar as a doorway to time itself. Space-tripping monkeys hold on to straps, their faces vacant markers to the intelligence that shone out of their eyes of old. Jumping in a storage bin of maize kicked up new supplicants, the motes of dust hanging there, kicking through a shaft, each shaft of sunlight, throbbing with the movement of countless shiny fragments of all that surrounds us. Hollow vehicles sling through the night's depths, with straps empty after the last day's run, brakes squealing as they pause at empty stops, neither letting off or taking on one. Standing there naked as the faucet sprays away the day's outer ring of dust. Water warmed in the tank high above, until on my head it's pushed, waking up brain cells as it falls, rattling the cage of my mind. So that's a little bit of what it's like to live in here.
Yeah, I keep the hat on. Contain it. Okay, so thank you for sharing that. All right, it is Mary Jane. Nearly halfway through the session. Time just flies when you're playing music and doing poetry. My sponsors paid me to say that, but I believe it too. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the Wexford Carol. I got it from Nancy Griffith, but Wexford is in Ireland, and even though the song doesn't mention it, it's a Christmas song. So I'm considering it an Irish Christmas song by the name. Near Bethlehem did shepherds keep their flocks of lambs and feeding sheep, to whom God's angels did appear, which put the shepherds in great fear. Arise and go, the angels said, to Bethlehem, be not afraid, for there you'll find this happy born, a pretty babe, sweet Jesus born. There were 3 wise men from afar, directed by a glorious star, and on they wandered night and day, until they came to where Jesus lay. And when they came unto the store, where our beloved Messiah was, they humbly laid at his feet their gifts of gold and incense sweet. God's angels did appear, which with the shepherds in great fear. Arise and go, the angel said, to Bethlehem, be not afraid, for there you'll find this happy morn, a pretty babe, sweet Jesus born.
Thank you.
That was lovely, Mary Jane. I am very uncomfortable. I'm gonna have to, I think, just go and walk about a bit and come back. I think I might just actually go. I'm very tired. Lovely to see you.
Well,
Sorry to
it's
go.
good to see you too.
It's
Take care
just
of
been a really
yourself.
bad week
Okay.
for me all round. It's nice,
Mm.
always cheering to do some singing.
Mm.
Sorry, too much pain
Well,
now.
Be well.
rest up, take it easy.
I'm trying to, but the trouble is the resting itself
Oh,
is
yeah.
uncomfortable. All
Walk
right,
around and take it easy. There you go.
I walk around and put my foot up again. All right, I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, it is. I'm up. So please, I will mute because I have the power in my fingertips. Ooh, there we go. This isn't. This is Irish. I didn't. Maybe I'm old school. I don't buy Christmas presents till the week before Christmas, but that's just me, you know. So I haven't really got in the Christmas spirit yet, but this is an Irish song. I first heard it when Ry Cooder did it with the Chieftains, but evidently it was some fella had a hit with it in the 50s or 60s as a kind of a pop folk song in Ireland. It's called The Coast of Malabar. And I tend to overlook the colonialism and the misogyny and the white slave or other slave traffic and think of it as a romantic song. So don't let that discolor the words with you. Think of it as romantic. Maybe it was. Far away across the ocean, underneath an Indian star, dwelt a dark-eyed, lonely maiden on the coast of Malabar. In the harbor where we anchored, I can see her shy and sweet, with a bunch of wine-red roses and the wild waves at her feet. Oh, fare thee well, my little dark-eyed queen, fare thee well, my Indian star. In my heart you'll live forever on the coast of Malabar. Come to me, I hear her calling across the ocean, wild and far. Come to me again and love me on the coast of Malabar. Oh, my thoughts, they keep on turning to that far-off distant shore, and the dark-eyed girl who loved me, I will see her nevermore. Oh, fare thee well, my little little dark-eyed queen, fare thee well, my Indian star. In my heart you'll live forever on the coast of Malabar. Oh, fare thee well, my little dark-eyed queen, fare thee well, my Indian star. In my heart you'll live forever on the coast of Malabar.
Yay! Good song. Well done.
I like that.
Thank you. All righty, it is, all right, we're back to the top. David.
All right then. There once was a English poet and songwriter named Sidney Carter. And this is probably his most well-known song, which I believe he called I Danced in the Morning, but which is mostly known these days as The Lord of the Dance. In the morning when the world was begun, I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun came down from heaven, and I danced on the earth. Bethlehem, I had my birth. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced for the scribe and the Pharisee, but they wouldn't dance and they wouldn't follow me. Danced for the fishermen James and John, they came with me and the dance went on. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on a Sabbath and I healed the lame. The holy people said it was a shame. They whipped and they stripped and they hung me high, left me there on a cross to die. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on a Friday when the sky turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. They buried my body and they thought I'd gone, but I am the dance and I still go on. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Me down, but I leap up high, for I am the life that will never, never die, and I'll live in you if you live in me. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Dance then wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he.
Hey, I think Jesus had some whiskey before the last chorus. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. There was a bit of an up tempo there. All right. Cool. That was good, David. Thank you. All right, Terry.
Comes around so fast.
Yes, yes. We will use your full repertoire today.
Yeah.
I know it must come around so fast that the banjo has a chance to get out of tune.
Yeah, well, that doesn't take any
Not that
time at
fast.
all. I mean, it gets out of tune before you finish the piece. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I hate to do this with such a small group, but I'm going to have to leave after this one. But before I go, I wanted to check in with you guys about uh, Sunday after next, which ordinarily would be Stone Soup Sunday, is also Christmas Day, as Dave has pointed out today.
Saturday,
Oh,
not Sunday.
Saturday is
Saturday,
Christmas Day.
the
Well, that's
fourth Saturday.
the fourth Saturday. Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
Christmas falls on a Saturday this year.
Yeah, but that's not. It's the third Sunday that's Stone Soup.
He's talking
Yeah.
about the song and Terry's song and tune session, which is on the
Oh, yeah,
second.
yeah. I was just looking at the calendar wrong. Yeah, so the Saturday session is on the 25th. We
Too
make,
many engineers, too many degrees.
Too much Saturnalia.
yeah, right. Well, we might skip that one anyway. Just giving you a heads up then.
All
And I'm
right.
just going to play Tom Pierce, which you probably heard
Now,
from me before, but
now, Terry,
I
if you,
think I
if,
better stick to the familiar.
Yeah, let's make it clear what you're going to do about Christmas. You say you want to skip it, you don't want to rearrange it, because you could have it on
I don't
the
think
other
so.
the other Saturday.
I'm concerned that, we're having our
Attendance problems.
attendance is a little thin.
uh,
And if
I'm not thin.
you're not thin. I wish it was
I'm not
better.
thick either.
I
ever
wish it
since
was
Terry
better
shifted to the Aztec calendar, it's been confusing. That's all I know. So,
He's going
Yeah,
around in
right.
circles.
So, I mean, we've confused people a lot. So I fear that just rescheduling one would just confuse it further.
I agree. Yeah, keep it simple.
Anyone would like to hold a song session on that Saturday is welcome. I would give
No.
you the hosting.
Now, Terry, you do risk the if you leave now, you may risk the coming of Vincent, which is always like this. He descends through the clouds at like 11 o'clock at night his time. It's a beautiful thing. So,
It's true. It just turns up like that. Okay, so I'm going to do Tom Pierce. The way things are going today, I better do something familiar. That's the wrong harmonica. It's a minor key harmonica.
it never bothered Chris Christopherson.
Having
No,
the
you
wrong
just
harmonica?
turn it over and blow it the other way.
Tom Pierce, lend me your gray hair, all along out, along down, along Lee, for us wants to go to Whitcomb Fair. Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and all. Old Uncle Tom Cobley and all. And when shall I again see me gray mare, all along out, along down, along Lee? By Friday soon or Saturday noon, Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley and all. Old Uncle Tom Cobley and all. they saddled and bridled his old gray mare all along out, along down, along the, and off they drove down to Whitticum Fair with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Alt, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don. Then Friday came and Saturday noon, all along out, along down, along the, Don Pearson's old mare have not brought it home with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don. Tom Pierce's old mare. Here, oops. So, where did I leave off here? Tom Pierce, he got up on the top of the hill, down along out, along down along the, and he sees his old mare come a making her will with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don. Tom Pierce's old mare, she took sick and died, all along down, along out, along Lee, and Tom sat him down on a stone and he cried with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don. And when the wind whistles cold on the moor of the night, down along out, along out, along Lee, Tom Pierce's old mares doth appear ghostly white with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don. And all night long there'd be heard shrieks and groans, all along down, along out, along Lee. It's Tom Pierce's gray mare a-shaking her bones with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Daniel Whitten, Harry Hawk, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don, old Uncle Tom Cobley, and Don.
All right, thank you for that. That's a valiant effort to get us to 4 o'clock. But
To do what?
Uncle Tom Cobley needed a few more friends, for just a few.
Or more horses.
Or he needed to come back or something.
Yeah.
Did you turn it over to Stuart?
I've been in control the whole
Oh,
time.
yes. In control the whole time. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thank you all for coming. Sorry to flake out on you so early, but it's,
Hey, we would never think you were a flake.
only
You
at
can be-
Christmas.
You can be a snowflake this time of year.
Only
though.
a snowflake. Oh, lay a snowflake.
Yeah, that's the song to work on. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah, right. That's definitely the start of something.
Our number is dwindling.
That's okay. Perseverance is strengthening. It's science or
You
something.
know, I always thought perseverance is what cats did.
Oh,
Oh, okay. That's
only if
about
you
all I can stand. I can't stand.
only if you kill them.
die.
That's perseverance, but that's another story. All right, Rick, it's all yours. Take it away, sir.
Gosh, who would have thought? I don't have 47,000 verses, but I do have a couple of short poems.
Yeah, let's have them.
Okay, well, here they are. The first one is called Persistence. The persistence of existence coupled with the existence of persistence causes a conundrum of years. The existence of persistence coupled with the existence of couples causes the continuation of the species. Why don't people get along? How come hate grows? Who said there has to be arguments? Why can't there be an abundance of love? If it's true that physics has laws, and gravity is a constant within those laws, why can't reality have laws that contain love and joy as well as things that make us angry? So that's the first one. And the second one is, if wishes were answers, I'd sing some jazz. Flute and trumpet bounced like a rubber balloon off of the bass and percussion like scat words. Rhythms and felt shapes felt oh so good to me. Inside my ears, happiness resounded full. The singer's words slid across the musical notes sounded by the instruments with words some special person had decided would fit right in. A harmonica began to wail. Its reedy sound worked in with the bass strings, twang, plunk. Accented and elongated syllables poked, and then they too resounded like another instrument's sound. If wishes were answers, I'd know the truth right now, were the words she sang. Her moans and wordless utterances made little goosebumps stand up on me.
That was some quality rhymes and
Yeah, that was close to Tom level, you know.
yeah, I mean, but all those multi-syllabic engineering terms had me nearly get another drink just to understand them, you know. So
Sure. What's happened to Tom lately? Has he been around?
yeah, he's been around.
Okay, it's just that I haven't been around.
No, I mean, one part of what goes on is I think there's more things opening up, and with more things opening up, there's less people doing Zoom. We're in this twilight we're in the penumbra between the light and the dark. You know what I mean?
I did have a conversation not too long ago with David about how we would ever get back to the museum or some other place, and the conversation was rather dark. I don't know when we're going to do that. He doesn't either.
Yeah. Well, hang in there. Well,
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. It's just I've been busy.
yeah. All right. Well, we shall continue, and I shall continue to mute you. No, you mute yourself. There we go. Okay. As we come up to the 4 o'clock hour, here's a song I've done it several times. This was back in the late 80s and early 90s. Was the song you had to sing or play to become a member of the Hong Kong Folk Society, which consisted mainly of Irish guys, a few local Chinese, and a few English and Scots and so on. It was mainly Irish bankers, teachers, priests, policemen, interesting group. That was a different Hong Kong. Hong Kong's a rather dark time right now with the Chinese government kind of squeezing all the wonderful liberal civil rights that used to exist. But enough of that. Here's a sad song. I wish I was in Carrickfergus only for nights in Ballygrant. I would swim over the deepest ocean, the deepest ocean, to be by your side. But the sea is wide, and I can't swim over, nor have I the wings to fly. If I could find me a handsome boatman to ferry me over to my love and die. My childhood days bring back sad reflections of happy times spent so long ago. My boyhood friends and my own relations have all passed on like the melting snow. But I'll spend my days in endless roving. Soft is the grass and my bed is free. Oh, to be home now in Carrickfergus on the long road down to the salty sea. And in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stone as black as ink, with gold and silver I did support her, but I'll sing no more now till I get a drink. For I'm drunk today and I'm seldom sober, a handsome rover from town to town. Oh, but I'm sick now, my days are numbered. Come, all ye young men, and lay me down.
I'm glad you made it that low.
That's the whole point of doing that song.
Very far down.
Yeah, it's a great video of what's in it, Harris and Peter O'Toole, and I forget the other guy's name. The big Harris,
Richard Harris.
Richard
Yeah.
Harris.
Richard.
At Munster Football Club in their cups in their 60s, absolutely ruined physically, and gonna die young because they ruined their life, singing that song together. It's kind of sad and poignant. It kind of fit the song very well. Especially that last verse. Especially the last verse.
It sounded like you, huh?
Yeah, just like me. All right. Oh, we're nearly at 4 o'clock. Huzzah! So this is a great chance for everyone to expand their repertoire and practice in public. Huzzah! And we turn it back over to David for the next
You
number.
skipped me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should be. Could you reach out and slap me hard right there? Ah. Mary Jane, the floor is yours. I apologize humbly.
Okay. Well, just so long as you recognize my presence.
Oh, it's right in front of me in writing, and I blew right through it.
And if you mute yourself.
I will. Thank you. All yours.
Okay, well, I'm going to do an original song, but I consider it a Christmas song, but it's really a winter solstice song. And since the winter solstice hasn't come yet, I thought it might be a nice time to do it for this group. When the sun sets early, darkness deep, a veil that black shrouds us while we sleep. When the hours of the night are long, we sing in our winter solstice song. Celebration and good cheer on the longest night this year. The Mother Goddess has begun to give birth to the shining sun. Ancient God, the spirit of the forest, we welcome you with Yuletide verse and chorus. The holly and the oak will dance and fight. We call you back to warm us, Lord of light. Celebration and good cheer on the longest night this year. The Mother Goddess has begun to give birth to the shining sun. The wheel has turned, O great God of the sun. Return from shadow, winter is undone. May you brightly shine upon the earth. Your rays caress and nurture its rebirth. Celebration and good cheer on the longest night this year. The Mother Goddess has begun to give birth to the shining sun. Burn the incense, many candles bright. Light the fire on this longest night. Feast, enjoy the fellowship and sing. These are the gifts the winter solstice brings. Celebration and good cheer on the longest night this year. The Mother Goddess has begun to give birth to the shining sun. Celebration and good cheer on the longest night this year. The Mother Goddess has begun to give birth to the shining sun.
Nice.
Huzzah!
I like the change of rhythm there in the chorus. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I always thought it might be a good dancing number because people could
And
dance slow and then they'd have to dance fast and then
yeah,
back and forth.
it's got some variety in that song. And you got us into our final hour, so it was worth the wait. So well done, well done. So, all right, back to the top, David.
Thank you, Stuart. By the way, Mary Jane, the Wexford Carol is definitely Irish, no question. It's also known as the Enniscorthy Carol. Now, this is another one of my favorite wassels, my second favorite after the Gower Wassel. It's called the Somerset Wassel. wassail and wassail all over the town. Our cup it is white and our ale it is brown. Our cup it is made of the good ashen tree, and so is the malt of our best barley. For it's your wassail, and it's our wassail, and joy be to you, and a jolly wassail. Oh, master and mistress, are you all within? Pray open the door and let us come in. Oh, master and mistress, sitting by the fire, pray think upon poor travelers a-traveling through the mire. For it's your wassail, and it's our wassail, and joy be to you, and a jolly wassail. Oh, where is the girl with the silver-headed pin to open the door and let us come in? Oh, master and mistress, it is our desire a bit of bread and cheese and a toast by the fire. For it's your wassail, and it's our wassail, and joy be to you, and a jolly wassail. There was an old man, and he had an old cow, and vow for to keep her he didn't know how. He built up a barn for to keep his cow warm, and a drop or two of cider will do us no harm. No harm, boys, harm. No harm, boys, harm. And a drop or two of cider will do us no harm. The great dog of Langford, he burnt his long tail, and this is the day we go singing wassail. Oh, master and mistress, now we must be gone. God bless all in this house till we do come again. For it's our wassail, and it's your wassail, and its joy be to you, and a jolly wassail.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Lively. I like that slow down. Maybe they're drinking during that time. Wassail. And then you dance. So. All right, cool. Rick, you're up again.
Okay. Well, I'm going to commit some sort of heresy here. I'm going to read as poetry some lyrics, which are, not really poetry, but I'm going to read a Tommy Makem thing. And you're welcome to hum along in your brain just as much as you want to, but Living of Liverpool is the name of the piece. Here we go. Farewell to you, my own true love. I'm going far away. I'm bound for California, but I know that I'll return someday. So fare thee well, my own true love. And when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but, my darling, when I think of thee. I have sailed on a Yankee sailing ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is the captain of her, and they say she's a floating shame. I've sailed with Burgess once before, and I think I know him right well. If a man is a sailor, he can get along, but if not, then he's surely in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but, my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, the fog is on the harbor, love, and I wish I could remain, but I know it will be some long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but, my darling, when I think of thee.
Yeah. Yo. True story. That song was popular in England in the early '60s, and there was a mixed race group called the Spinners. I had one black guy and three, and they got there was a Motown group called the Spinners, and they forced
Yeah.
the Motown group to change its name to the Detroit Spinners because the English mixed race group had the copyright of the name. There's a little fact for you. All right, Mary Jane, you're up. I won't skip you this time.
Oh, good, good. Let's see what I've got down here. Well, I'm glad David's been doing a bunch of Wassel songs because I've got one too. And this one I think is an English, or they said it was an English traditional carol, but I'm glad to know that some of them came from Wales and other places. And it's pretty much the same idea about people, not only wanting something to eat, but wanting some money too while they're at it. So I'll just sing it, shut up and sing it, I guess. Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Our wassail cup is made of the rosemary tree, and so is your beer of the best barley. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. We are not daily beggars that beg from door to door, but we are neighbors' children whom you have seen before. Good master and good mistress, as you sit by the fire, pray think of us poor children who wander in the mire. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. Call up the butler of this house, put on his golden ring. Let him bring us up a glass of beer, and better we shall sing. Bring us out a table and spread it with the cloth. Bring us out a moldy cheese and some of your Christmas loaf. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. We have got a little purse of stretching leather skin. We want some of your small change to line it well within. God bless the master of this house, likewise the mistress too. And all the little children that round the table grow. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
Well, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I like David's because they're so um, kind of, I don't know, they're not joyous. Like this one is such a frou-frou, joyous song, and yours are um, kind of dark and mysterious sounding.
Yeah. Uh, those wassails are almost they're kind of a pleading for a good harvest as well as a
Yeah, well,
celebration.
the trick or treat analogy
Wow.
definitely had occurred to me before.
That's the thing. The peasants all show up once a year. There's like 3 celebrations a year, and the Christmas one they can lean on the landowner to give them food and drink, or they beat them up. It's beautiful thing. Christmas spirit. All right, it is I, and I will take it away here. And this is one I've done before, but who knows? I first heard this on, oh, come on now. 1993, Nancy Griffith, and it was Nancy Griffith, and it was Other Rooms, Other Voices. It's sometimes known as Ralph McTell's other song. It's called From Clare to Here. Oh, share the room and we work hard for the crack. Sleeping late on Sundays, well, I never get to Mass. And it's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way, and it gets further by the day. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. When Friday comes around, well, Terry's only into fighting. My ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for writing. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way, and it gets further by the day. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It almost breaks my heart when I think of Josephine. I told her I'd be coming home with my pockets full of green, and it's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way, and it gets further by the day. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. The only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It sort of eases the pain of it, and it levels out my thinking. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way, and it gets further by the day. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. I sometimes hear a fiddle play, or maybe it's a notion. I dream I see white horses dance upon that other ocean. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way, and it gets further by the day. It's a long way from Gladder Hill. A cheery Christmas song for you there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right. Let's keep on going. David, it's your turn.
Wouldn't be Christmas without this one. This is sort of the reverse of the Wassel songs. It's what happens when you actually get invited in, but then what you have to eat isn't exactly what you expected. It's called Miss Fogerty's Christmas Cake. I sat by my window last evening. The letterman brought it to me, a little gold-edged invitation, saying Gilhooly come over to tea. I knew that Miss Fogerty sent it, so I went just for old friendship's sake. And the first thing they gave me to tackle was a slice of Miss Fogerty's cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There were nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed on with glue. There was caraway seeds in abundance. Sure to work up a fine stomach ache. Would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogerty's Christmas cake. Miss Mulligan wanted to try it, but really it wasn't no use, for we worked at it over an hour, and we couldn't get none of it loose, till Murphy came in with a hatchet, and Kelly came in with a saw. That cake was enough by the powers to paralyze any man's jaw. There was plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There were nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed on with glue. There was caraway seeds in abundance. Sure to work up a fine stomach ache. Would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogerty's Christmas cake. Miss Fogerty, proud as a peacock, sat smiling and blinking away, till she fell over Flanagan's brogans and spilled a whole brew of her tay. Oh, Gilhooly, she cried, you're not eating. Try a little bit more for my sake. No thanks, Mrs. Fogerty, says I, but I like the receipt of that cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There were nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed down with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance. Should it work up a fine stomach ache? 'Twould kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogerty's Christmas cake. Maloney was took by the colic. McNulty complained of his head. McFadden lay down on the sofa and swore that he wished he was dead. Miss Daly fell down in hysterics, and there she did wriggle and shake. How every man said he was poisoned through eating Miss Fogerty's cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries. There were cinnamons and raisins and cinnamon too. There were nutmegs, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed down with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance. So 'twould work up a fine stomach ache. 'Twould kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogerty's Christmas cake.
Sounds like a fruitcake gone bad.
I'd never heard that one before.
From hell.
It's written by an Irishman in Philadelphia in the 1880s or something. I'm sure it's a big musical hit and they're all singing along. But
Gosh.
it's a wonderfully descriptive. Yeah, we've all had cake like that at some time.
Yeah, I don't know. Not with the outside held on with glue.
Well, the whole point of Christmas cakes was had so much alcohol in them they were meant to last for months, if not years. So
Oh, I
it
see.
could happen. It may be last year's Christmas cake. Anyway, all right, Rick, take it away, buddy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do it again. This is one that I'm sure you probably know, but it's called "In the Dark Green Wood" by Tommy Makem. In the dark green woods, when the sun was high, I saw a lady riding by. She had flashing eyes and golden hair. She rode upon a dappled mare. In the dark green woods, by the last bird's call, there came a soldier, straight and tall. He found his true love waiting there, and he kissed her eyes and her golden hair. In the dark green woods, by the evening star, I saw a soldier ride to war. He never would return again, for in some battle he was slain. In the dark green woods, the people said, she heard the news her love was dead, but still she waited for him there, with flowers in her golden hair. In the dark green woods, by the pale moonlight, the ghost goes riding every night. She has golden hair, the people say, and talks to shadows on her way. See, there's one for you, Mary Jane, that's not happy.
I don't know that one, but I voted and I'm gonna look that up because that sounds like a great song.
It does, doesn't it?
I have to
I
hit
was
one.
I was looking at this huge list of
Yeah.
Tommy Makem lyrics, thinking, well, I could read some of these. I hadn't heard of this one before, and I thought, well, I'll try
Yeah,
that.
that's homework for me, Rick. So thank you for that.
Sure. You want me to send you the lyrics, or you've written it down
No,
somewhere?
I've written it down. I'll look it up, but I'll bring it back to you next time, maybe.
Okay.
If it's a good tune.
Is it called In the Dark Green Woods?
Yeah,
No,
That's
no,
the
I think it's
title?
just
Or that's
wood. There's no
Wood?
S on it.
Oh.
in the dark green wood.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Any-
the very first five words are in the dark green woods. So I can't guarantee you which one it is.
Well, you can
I'll try to-
try if you're looking on Google. You can try both of them.
Yeah, I live next to Whippendale Wood, and we go to the woods. So it's the English ability to confuse. It's one of those things.
Why not?
All right, Mary Jane, take it away. Give us another.
Well, I did come prepared today because I know a lot of Christmas songs, and that's what's saving me. If I had to sing this many Irish songs, I'd be at dead meat. But Christmas songs I know a lot of, and this one actually is Irish because it's a more modern song. It was on the Chieftains' Bells of Dublin album, and it's by the Pogues and with Shane MacGowan, and I think it's a duet actually with Kirsty MacColl, the deceased singer, and I always liked it. And it's kind of a sad song, but then it's kind of funny too if you can handle people cursing each other out. So anyway, I'll take it away here. It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the truck tank, an happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. They've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold. But the wind blows right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome, you were pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they howled out for more. Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing. We kissed in the corner, then danced through the night. Boys in the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. You're a bum, you're a punk, you're an old slut on junk, lying there almost dead on a dripping that bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're ours, I pray God it's our last. Boys of the NYPD choir still singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. I could have been someone, well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
I love that.
If you
My
like,
favorite Christmas carol.
well, it's sort of like Arthur Mcbride,
Yeah.
modern
Doing this,
age.
doing this on Zoom is sort of like sending a radio signal to Mars, and you've got to wait for the applause until the radio waves get there and the applause gets back.
Well, the hardened musicians of us, we assume the applause, even when there's silence.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Even when they've left the building.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for that. That was great. I'm glad we heard that one. All right. Here we go. And it is I. Here's one by Archie Fisher called Dark-Eyed Molly. Deep and dark are my true love's eyes, blacker still is the winter turning, as the sadness of parting proves. Brighter now is the lantern burning that lightens my path to love. No fiddle tune will take the air, but I will see her swift feet a dancing and the swirl of her long brown hair, her smiling face and her dark eyes go unseen as we stepped out blank bonny fair. And if my waiting prove in vain, then I will pack and track ever take me, and the long road will ease my pain. No gem of woman kind will make me whisper love's word again. For in drink see good company, my ears will ring with a tavern's laughter, and I'll hear not her last sweet sighs. Then who's to know in the morning after that I long for her dear dark eyes? Then who's to know in the morning after that I long for her dear dark eyes? Sweet song from Archie there. All right, we still got time. We're gonna go around some more. And David, give us another.
Okay, this is a song from the Copper family tradition. It really should have at least two voices, but I'll try to make it work anyway. It's called Shepherds Arise. Shepherds arise, be not afraid, with hasty steps repair to David's city, sing on high to our blessed infant there, to our blessed infant there, to our blessed infant there. Sing, sing on earth, sing, sing on earth eternal praises, sing to our Redeemer, to our Redeemer, and our heavenly King. Laid in a manger view the child, humility divine, sweet innocence and meek and mild, grace in his features shine, shine, grace in his features shine, grace in his features shine. Sing, sing on earth, sing, sing on earth eternal praises, sing to our Redeemer, to our Redeemer, and our heavenly King. For us our Savior came on earth, for us his life he gave, to save us from eternal death, and to raise us from the grave, to raise us from the grave, to raise us from the grave. Sing, sing on earth, sing, sing on earth eternal praises, sing to our Redeemer, to our Redeemer, and our heavenly King.
Man, that would take me at least 6 weeks to memorize that.
Wow, he was internalizing the three other harmony voices while he was singing that. It was quite complicated. So anyway, that's cool. All right, Rick, you're up again.
Okay, well, I'll do the one I almost always do. Song Circle. This is now over 2 years old, weirdly enough. We circle and sing, while harmonies wind and voices ring. The voices sing words and sometimes lament about things in the world and people's lives spent having families and jobs, and then it's the end. All stretched out and silent, no more will they bend. Sometimes we hear in the circle so round a voice all alone, ululating and skating its sound, a cry for peace or a cry from pain. No matter of which, we judge them all to be sane. Then instruments join in to bolster that voice in carrying knowledge and making its choice. All join in marrying sound to the words, sung sweetly, discreetly, not sounding like birds, until we listen and hear each time slowly a song we must sing quietly, not coyly. The parting glass will sound out our remorse at going our separate ways, which we must, of course. But listen each month and you'll hear a sweet sound. It's back to this place our feet will have found, and singing again will keep us on top to life in this world, which for us will not stop.
Yay! Oldie but goodie.
Yep,
All right, thank you for that.
sure, why not?
Exactly. Mary Jane.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to do another traditional Christmas song. I don't know where it came from. It's called Good King Wenceslas, and I don't know what he was the king of. You know, he could have been an Irish king, but I don't know. So I just do the song, and it's a nice song. It has a good sentiment. At least the king is concerned about poor people, which is something you don't always find in kings or other rulers. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Hither, page, and stand by me, if thou know'st it telling, yonder peasant, who is he, where and what his dwelling? Sire, he lives a goodly hence, underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes fountain. Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither, thou and I will see him dine, when we bear them thither. Page and monarch, forth they went together, through the rough wind's wild lament, and the bitter weather. night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how. I can go no longer. Mark my footsteps, my good page. Tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage. Freeze the bloodless coldly. In his master's step he trod, where the snow lay dinted. Each was in the very sod which the saint had printed. Therefore all good folk be sure, wealth or rank possessing, he who now will bless the poor shall yourself find blessing. He who now will bless the poor shall yourselves find blessing.
Oh,
Out
very
in
good.
the chat, I put where good King Wenceslas came from.
Well, tell us about it so we don't.
He was there's a wonderful history there.
Yeah, he was the Wenceslas the First, Duke of Bohemia.
Bohemia. Oh man, that's pretty far from Ireland.
Yeah, I'd say a long way.
They got a lot
Well, it's a good song anyway. At least it's a Christmas song.
it's a good history, worth a read. Thanks, Rick, for doing that.
Thanks for looking
Sure.
it up.
I didn't know that stuff.
I didn't
Yeah,
either till I looked it up.
that's cool.
Well, I'm glad somebody did. So, good service to the group.
All right, I'm going to do one, and it is not. This was written by a group called the Punters, who are folk pop musicians from Newfoundland, from Canada. And but it's this song has been sung by a couple of Foster and Allen have done a version of this. It's kind of about. I see it as a Christmas party of unrequited love.
Should we hold back on our Newfie jokes?
Yes, please hold back on the Newfie jokes. And it's unrequited love. It's about a love affair that didn't quite happen, but they had the hots for each other, but they didn't do anything about it. And here it is. It's called Candlelight and Wine. I meant to call you just before I left to go away, but I guess you knew that's what I'd say by now. And again I never sure when it's the top of time of day, since we never get together anyhow. But it's really nice to watch the candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire, till the morning light would whisper in the sky. I keep thinking that you saw me in the park the other day. When I have the time I go to where we met. When I'm on the road I see you in a crowd. Oh, by the way, it's gonna take some time before I can forget. But it was really nice to watch the candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire, till the morning light would whisper in the sky. Well, that's a party for some friends we both know when I'm back in town. Do you think that we could get there for a while? Though we were never meant to happen, still it doesn't mean to say that we can't share a glass and look back with a smile. But it was really nice to watch the candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light would whisper in the sky. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light would whisper in the sky. It was mellow. It was mellow.
It was.
All right, we've probably got enough time if the song's done too long to go around again. If we do it real quick, so we got 10 minutes. So, David.
Oh, dare I do Green Grow the Rushes, though?
No, save it for New Year.
Okay. All right.
Well, don't you do the parting glass if we're close enough?
We're not close enough,
Oh, okay.
but we will be if David does Green Grow the Grasses. So once you do Green Grow the Grass, you prepared it, do it, and then we're finished. So
All right.
take it away.
Technically, the third line of this is what everybody else sings because it goes, I'll sing you one, oh, and the green grow the rushes, oh, and then you're supposed to say, what is your one, oh, and you go on like that. It's a cumulative song like the 12 Days of Christmas or Children Go Where I Send Thee, but I think it's a lot more fun. Anyway. I'll sing you one, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your one, oh? One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you two, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your two, oh? Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you three, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your three, oh? Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you four, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your four, oh? Four for the gospel makers, three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you five, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your five, oh? Five for the cymbals at your door, and four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you six, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your six, oh? Six for the six proud walkers, five for the cymbals at your door, and four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you seven, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your seven, oh? Seven for the seven stars in the sky, and six for the six proud walkers, five for the cymbals at your door, and four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you eight, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your eight, oh? Eight for the April rainers, seven for the seven stars in the sky, and six for the six proud walkers, five for the cymbals at your door, and four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, covered all in green, oh. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you nine, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. What is your nine, oh? Nine for the nine bright shiners, and eight for the April rainers, seven for the seven stars in the sky, and six for the six proud walkers, five for the cymbals at your door, and four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys covered all in green. Oh, one is one and all alone, and evermore shall be. So I'll sing yet 10. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, what is your 10? Oh, 10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 bright shiners, and 8 for the April rainers. 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, and 6 for the 6 proud walkers. 5 for symbols at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys covered all in green. Oh, one is one and all alone, and evermore shall be. So I'll sing 11. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, what is your 11? Oh, 11 for the 11 that went to heaven, and 10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 bright shiners, and 8 for the April rainers, 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, and 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys covered all in green. Oh, one is one and all alone, and evermore shall be. So I'll sing you 12. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, what is your 12? Oh, 12 for the 12 apostles, 11 for the 11 that went to heaven, and 10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 bright shiners, and 8 for the April rainers, 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys covered all in green. Oh, one is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. There
I
you
don't
go.
know if I have enough energy left to clap after that.
For that song alone, it is worth gathering again because it's such a great pub song. It really is. All right, David, you did it. You took us there. Now take us home
All right.
with Parting Glass and the Good Jig. Thanks for coming, guys. Hanging in there.
Oh, all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company on Christmas, and all the harm that I ever did, alas, it was to none but me on Christmas. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all on Christmas. Oh, if I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town, who sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all on Christmas. Oh, all my comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away on Christmas. And all the sweethearts I ever knew, they'd wish me one more day to stay for Christmas. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call, good night and joy be with you all. I'll softly rise and I'll gently call, good night and joy be with you all on Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, ho, ho, ho,
See
ho.
you soon.
Thank you, Santa.
Sure, why not? I'll give you any wish, but
Rick,
you'll have to
Rick,
cross my hand with silver first.
Rick is reminded that Christmas is not tonight. I think that's what that message means. Sophie.
Well, it depends on when you're listening to this.
But hang in there, hang in there. I think that's what he's saying. But not tonight. Goodbye, everyone. With the power invested in me, I end this session. Boom. Bye.